Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 3 of the PMB show. My name is Preston Sibley, joined by my co-host Benjamin Ramsey, and today our guest is Chris from Cars Unlocked. How are you, Chris?
I'm good, Preston. How are you? Happy to be here.
I'm good. Thanks for coming on. Do you want to give a little background information about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Chris. I work at St. Catharines Nissan in Niagara, Ontario. I film car videos and car reviews for my YouTube channel. So I sell cars and I have a YouTube channel. So.
Nice. What made you get into YouTube, and when did you start?
I've always been fascinated by video. I started filming car videos and car reviews for the car dealership that I worked at, and I was filming the videos and posting them to the dealership channel or the dealership Facebook page of the dealership that I worked at. And then one day I kind of decided hey, instead of me making the videos and posting them for someone else, I'm going to make my own channel and I'm going to start posting the videos for myself because I was the one making the videos and posting them. So I might as well have done it my own endeavors, and I started posting the videos for myself.
Now, a question I was wondering is, did you need any approval to do these? Because I know my first job that I had, I signed a bunch of paperwork saying that I couldn't film for the company or anything like that.
No, in the car industry, videos and social media, in the industry that I work at, it's very encouraged. So it's encouraged to post videos. It's encouraged to promote through Instagram and Facebook and other social medias. And because you are kind of you're a self promoter and you're somewhat self-employed when you're in car sales. So it's encouraged by the management to do these type of things. And I didn't have to get permission. They actually encourage you do it, right? Because if it's going to generate you clients and generate sales, it's encouraged.
All right. Now, Ben, what about you? Have you ever thought about making anything for your job or anything like that?
I know Dylan LeMay does it all the time because I work at Cold Stone and stuff. I was thinking about it, but I don't know. It's I don't know. Like I said, Dylan LeMay does it, but I could still do it and whatnot, tell different stories. But I just think it would just be, I don't know. It would just be a little awkward. I feel I prefer just making my cooking videos and stuff and just doing what I'm doing, traveling and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cooking videos are a lot of fun. I make a lot of cooking videos and post them on my Instagram. That's kind of something I did during COVID. It was just to help kind of grow. But yeah, it's always fun. As long as you enjoy doing it, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I do.
Now, Chris, what made you get into cars and working at the dealership and everything?
It kind of just happened. I was working here while I was studying in school, and it was more supposed to be just to pay for my schooling, and then I really enjoyed it, and I realized that I was successful at it and I was good at it. So I kind of went all in once I graduated from school, and I've been here ever since. So.
Okay, Chris, so you just recently hit 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. And what would some advice that you would give to another one trying to get into YouTube?
So, I recently just hit 30,000 subscribers, which I'm very proud of. I wouldn't call myself an expert in YouTube at the moment, but I certainly know enough, and I have kind of a formula that's been working. Someone like yourself who's trying to grow a channel from scratch, it certainly seems like a tall mountain to climb. So it sounds challenging, but I would just recommend make videos that you enjoy making, have fun with it, and just consistently post. If you're not fully on board to doing it, then there's no point of doing it, right? I've seen you on your Instagram, you're posting it on your Instagram, you're telling your friends, you're telling your family. So that's kind of a commitment to them that you're going to do it. And I would recommend that if you're going to post stuff like that, to make sure you actually do it and follow through.
Yeah.
And if you want to get started, it's mainly just posting videos you enjoy, and try to find some sort of niche that you can hit for the YouTube. Like if I ask you what your channel is about, you should be able to sum up what your channel is about in one sentence, right? Like my channel is called Cars Unlocked. You ask me, I say I do car reviews and car related content. So I recommend doing that so that when people find your channel, they know what to expect, right?
Yeah. Now here's a question that's probably just opinion based, but I want to ask you. I was watching a video the other day, and it said that you shouldn't start your YouTube channel without any videos posted, and not even just like one video posted. They say you should at least have 5, because like watch hours is what you need on YouTube, and like you want to have videos out there for when someone goes to your channel. Like, is that true, or should you just start your channel and gain a few subscribers and then post your first video?
I think just posting is better. Like when you're just starting, like you learn how to get better and better with every single video. So if you're hesitant to post or you want to like bank all your videos, you're not going to see results, or you're not going to be able to say like, hey, like this video did well, I need to do that again, or this video didn't do well, I need to not do that again, right? So
Yeah.
I think just posting, like whatever video you have, you post one video, you have one video, post it and see how it goes. And then you'll know for your next video what to do. Well, if you bank like 5 to 10 videos and your first video is not very well, you're going to do those 10 videos all the exact same. And those 10 videos aren't going to do very well. So I would recommend just posting as much kind of content as you can. It's probably better to stick with like a consistent schedule. Like I saw you have a goal of uploading once a week. That's certainly a good goal to have. And like, as opposed to posting periodically, it'd be good just to stick with that goal, mainly for the YouTube algorithm alone.
Yeah. Now, Ben, what's your comment on this? Like, any advice to start a channel? Or
I would say, I mean, not the first video, but like at least a few, like 3, 4, 5 videos deep in, you should start uploading some shorts, to like kind of keep a consistent schedule and stuff. Like I upload weekly on my cooking channel, and what I do is I upload some shorts too, just to like kind of get the algorithm going. Like I've gotten a couple thousand views on some of my shorts, and that's definitely helped me grow a little bit on my channel these past few months. So so I'm just going to keep uploading shorts. I typically upload about 3 times a week now. 2 of them are shorts, and then the other one is just a normal like whole cooking tutorial. So
what's it called? What's the cooking channel called, Ben?
Cooking University with an
Nice.
apostrophe. It's not cooking, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Now, Chris, Ben and I have talked about this in the past, but has there ever been a time where you filmed a video and obviously it just doesn't go correctly, and like, what do you do with that? Do you refilm it? Do you try to make it work with the footage that you have?
That's a good question. Yeah, I used to think differently. Like I used to think like all content is good content. However, now since I've kind of got more experience, it's certainly recommended that if you film a video that's trash or that you're not happy with, find a way to fix it, or go out and do it again. I've certainly done videos over again. I've certainly done videos where I've done parts over again. Like I took all the footage home and looked at it and started editing it and realized like, hey, I could do this one part over, and I've gone back the next day and redone it. It is a big pain, but it's certainly recommended to improve the quality of the videos. If you're not happy with something, then there's no point of really posting it, because it's going to show right through, and your audience is going to pick up on that. Something like for someone like you or people starting off, like I would recommend just getting as much content on film as possible. So getting a lot of footage, because you can always cut all your footage out. It doesn't matter if you have hours and hours of footage, and you can just put the highlights of that footage in the video, and you can just take the best parts of that footage and put it in the video. Your video doesn't have to be 40 minutes long or half an hour long. You can just make a highlights and cut out the stuff you don't like.
Yeah, and I feel like that's something I just did because I saw your comment last night on my overnight in the car challenge, and like for a video like that, even though I lost half the footage and everything, I was still able to make like a reaction video to the clips that I had saved still, right? So instead of just totally wasting that video, I just decided to make something else out of it.
Yeah, you made something better out of it, and you kind of showed like the struggle that you went through, and just like I said kind of before, now you've learned that lesson making the video, and you're most likely not going to do that again, right?
Mhm.
So now you learn every single video you make, you'll learn as you go, and once you set the goal to just to consistently make videos, you'll get better and better from your first video, your 10th video, your 20th video. You'll get better and better as time goes on for sure.
Overall, what's your goal for your entire channel right now, and what are your plans for the future?
Yeah, my goal is just to grow my channel. It supports my full-time employment here selling cars, and then my full-time employment supports my channel. So I use it as sort of like a secondary income source. So my goal is to kind of grow the income source larger and make more money from my channel. So maybe I can retire earlier, or I can stop selling cars earlier than I expected and focus solely on YouTube. But I can't see it becoming like a full-time thing, mainly because both jobs kind of support each other, right? Like I do car reviews and I film the cars that I have at my work. So it's hard for me to quit my job and go do YouTube, but that would be the final long-term goal, is to eventually not have to work and I can only do car reviews. But that's kind of more, I got a long ways to go to accomplish that. So
Yeah, and that leads me to my next question of, if you ever were to stop working at the dealership, would you continue doing car reviews, or would you then switch up your topic on YouTube and like either vlogging or something like that?
no, I would stick. You have to stick with your own topic. Once you've built an audience that are enjoying content that you make, and you have that audience, it's hard to go and switch the content up and keep that audience engaged. Like for example, if Ben is doing cooking videos all the time and he's built up an audience of people who like watching him do cooking videos, and then all of a sudden he switches his content and starts making videos about Fortnite or playing soccer, just something completely off the wall from that, his audience isn't going to be attracted to. Like some might be, some might not be. So I think I would stick just with like car reviews. Like my goal eventually is to be able to quit my full-time job and just film car reviews the whole time. So
Yeah, no, Ben, exactly what I had in mind for as he was saying it. You were just doing vlogs straight on your main channel and then started your cooking channel. Why do you think you were getting hate on your cooking channel now? Do you think it's because you completely stopped, or you swapped doing it, or
Stop vlogging? No, it's not because I stopped vlogging. These are just completely like random people that don't even really know about my vlogs that are hating. It's just, sometimes the way I cook the recipe, or just sometimes, just the way I do things, people just kind of hate on that. Because they do it differently and stuff. People cook differently, obviously. So I mean, people are gonna hate. This is a completely normal thing. All I know is that it's just helping me succeed. So I really don't care, to be honest.
yeah, it's the internet, right?
Yeah, it's just helping me.
People are always going to talk in the comments and on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
no matter what you do, you can have the best video ever, and somebody will still have something bad to say about it.
Yeah, I still like I'll listen to the comments and be like, okay, maybe I can switch this up a little bit. And and sometimes like the way I put the camera, like my hand is completely blocking like the onion I'm cutting or something like that. And so I'm just like, okay, maybe I can switch up the camera angle a little bit, and just maybe switch up a little bit of how I cook, but not really. But just stuff like that, those things I'm trying to work on more. Trying to make my videos better and better every video.
Yeah. Now, Chris, as we had in our first guest of our first episode with Samuel, talk to us about what it's like working with him.
Yeah, so I started working with Sam and collabing with Sam in the summertime. Basically, I was filming my videos by myself and editing them by myself. I had a friend who helped me film, but I was editing them and I was putting a lot of work into the editing. And I wanted to kind of up the production level and take a little time off my plate. So I started working with Sam and it's been great. He's from Vision Lux, which I'm sure people who watch his podcast know about him. And he just allowed me to focus my efforts in a different direction while he kind of takes care of the videography, he takes care of the editing, and that takes it off my plate. And I can focus on the other aspects like the Instagram and the TikTok and those kind of other things that I was putting on the back burner because I was spending an hour to 2 hours a day editing videos. Mm-hmm. So it's been great. He's given me a lot of ideas. Like I like you, like I'm 32. So I like you working with like young guys like yourself, like Sam, like Ben, and talking to you guys because you guys are the next generation and you guys know how to use the social media and you know what it's like. And like Sam introduced me to TikTok, which I didn't think I'd ever be into. And now I'm like addicted to TikTok, not just posting videos, but just like watching TikToks on my own. Right. So, and it's something I never thought I'd be doing. So.
All right, Chris. So a question I have is when you start on YouTube and then your videos are doing better and getting views and stuff, would you recommend then going to like TikTok and making videos or uploading little clips or something like that, or Facebook?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
100%. Yeah. So a lesson that I learned like from doing this a while ago, I first started making money on YouTube about 2 years ago. And I didn't make any money from Instagram or Facebook. TikTok kind of wasn't a thing back then. Wasn't as big of a thing back then when I started doing YouTube. And I started making money from YouTube. And it was the only social media network that I was making money from. So I basically said to myself, forget all those other apps, forget Instagram, forget Facebook. None of those are putting money into my bank account. I'm solely going to focus on YouTube and I'm going to forget about Facebook, forget about Instagram. And I'm just going to focus on building my YouTube because that's the one that's paying me. And I didn't see the light until a while ago where if I would have focused on growing them all at the same time, my YouTube would have grown faster and I probably would have more subscribers today than I do, simply because you can cross promote, right? You can throw your YouTube links on your Instagram profile, you can put it on your TikTok profile, you can put it on your Facebook page, and you can share all your videos. And you can promote your YouTube on your Instagram, you can promote your Instagram on your YouTube, and you can grow them all at the same time, which, yes, it might be a little more work and sound more tedious, but you're just going to grow a lot faster. You can reach a larger audience than what you would do if I was simply posting on YouTube. So
yeah, our main goal for this whole podcast is to inspire others and stuff. What would some tips that you have in general, not even just on YouTube, maybe on Instagram or TikTok or something, just to like grow and become successful?
Yeah, just have a plan. Like big saying is plan your work your plan. So don't go into anything without planning what you're going to do first. And plan short-term goals, medium goals, long-term goals, and try to stick to the plan. Whether it's Instagram, Facebook, if you make goals, just try to complete your goals. Mm-hmm. I certainly grew the most when I said to myself, just like you said, like I said to myself, I think it was 2018, I said to myself, hey, I'm just going to post a video every single week for this whole year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do this whole year and I'm going to see what happens. And that was when I grew the most. I grew from like I think I had 3,000 subs when I started doing that. And I was just posting like randomly. I would just go out when I was bored and film a video and take my time editing it. And maybe I finished it or maybe I didn't. And then I would kind of post like maybe once a month or if that. And then I said, I'm just going to do it. And I'm just going to go once a week for this whole year and see what happens. And in that year, I went from like 3,000 subs to I think 10,000 subs. and I just saw my sub count increase. I saw my views increase. I saw my revenues increase. And then not only that, just like I touched on earlier, I learned what videos, because it forced me to make videos. So I learned what videos will work and what videos don't work. And I also learned, like, it's hard to come up with 52 video ideas every single week. So I learned to kind of think outside the box and try to think of more videos to do. And then you just kind of get in the rhythm, and it just becomes, every video just gets easier and easier, and you learn how to be more efficient with your videos. So eventually you're not spending 5 hours filming one video, because you've learned all the hard mistakes and you've learned all the lessons, and now you can film in 1 hour and you know exactly what shots you want to get. The first video I filmed with Sam from Vision Lux, it probably took us like 6 hours to film. Like, we probably filmed maybe for 4 hours, plus our commute time there, plus all our brainstorming. And then now we can go out and bang out a video in an hour really quick. We can just show up because we know what shots we want to get, what shots work, what shots don't work. And we've trialed and errored a lot. And that's something that I would recommend too. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to, if you have a video idea and you think like, hey, this video is not going to get a lot of views, don't be afraid to post it, because you might be surprised and it might get a lot of views. But
Yeah.
that would
No,
certainly be tip.
Ben, did you have any questions for Chris?
No, I didn't really, but I would like to say that I did get like 4,000 followers on TikTok last year from like all these like skits and stuff that I really enjoyed doing. I don't really care about them as much anymore, but yeah, like I really got like a couple 100,000 views on a couple skits of mine and stuff, and that really helped grow my YouTube channel a little bit for sure, because I would post like previews of my YouTube channel in there and stuff like that. And but yeah, I mean, so like that just goes on with the social media thing. Like, you know, I would highly recommend, you know, TikTok, Instagram, post on there too, not just YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. Just generally, like for you guys, like if you're gonna grow on YouTube, try to have the goal, like your main goal should be like your thumbnail needs to be a lot of effort. Your title needs to have a lot of effort. Think of a catchy title, and your description. Like those are 3 big things. Try to make sure your thumbnail is on point, because your thumbnail is the first thing that people see when they see the video. And if your thumbnail is no good, they might not click your video.
No, yeah. Now let me ask you, do you think it's important that the first 30 seconds of your video needs to basically like pull in your audience? Like, is that true?
100%. Yeah. Your goal is, like, your main goal is not getting subscribers on YouTube. Your goal should be getting watch time and having a good like audience retention. So you want to maintain your audience for as long as possible. You want to have them stay on your video for as long as possible, and you want to have them watching. So if your first 30 seconds are boring, then they're going to switch to the next video. People are always looking for an excuse to move on to the next video. So if your first 30 seconds are boring, you're not going to have a good audience retention and a good watch time, and that video is not going to get boosted by the algorithm. Like for example, like I noticed on your videos, you have your channel intro, and you have like you have an outro on your videos as well. Yeah. So if you get rid of your outro, this sounds so minute, but if you get rid of your outro, once your viewers, if they even watch to the end and they see your outro start, they're instantly going to start searching for another video. So they're going to,
that's the end of the video.
Yeah. If you say like, and I have a habit of it too. I'll be like, okay, guys, that's your video. And I used to do really long outros where I'd be like, okay, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Let me know your comments. And I'd do it for like a minute. It would be my outro, plugging everything and just talking. And once they hear you say, okay, guys, like that's the end of the video, or that pretty much wraps it up, they're already scrolling and looking for the next video. So if you have a 5-minute video with a 30-second outro at the end, most people are going to watch for that 5 minutes and that's it. If that, they're going to most likely not watch for 5 minutes. They're going to probably be lucky to make it into the end. So that just brings down your percentage of the video watched, right? So if you kind of shorten your outro or shorten your intro and just get right to the good stuff and just keep it right on the high quality stuff, the percentage of the video that they watch is going to be greater. And it does sound very minute. You're like, oh, like what's 30 seconds going to change? But if you think about that, if you have 300 videos posted on your channel and you're not getting 30-second watch times on all of them, then it's gonna all like add up at the end, right? So
Yeah.
your goal should be just keeping viewers on your channel and watching for as long as possible. If you have a 5-minute video, you want them to watch for 5 minutes, the whole 5 minutes. It's very unlikely, and like my videos don't even get that. And I haven't found the full formula to keeping the people entertained, but having like little bumpers and little outros and long outros or long intros are sometimes detrimental to what you just said. Because personally, like if you start a video off and you're like, hey guys, like welcome back to my channel. My name is Preston. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. Don't forget to go on my TikTok. Today's video is about so and so. I'm making this cooking video and we're gonna film it. And then like you spend like a minute just introducing it. So it's better just to like pop the content out right away, get the watch time, and maybe like a few minutes into your video, then plug all your social media.
I will say one more thing though, all right? Just a little bit, all right? So on my vlog channel, I have noticed that like I will put an intro just overviewing the video and stuff like that, like the best parts of it for like the first 5 seconds. And then I won't get a big audience retention. And then I will not put that intro in and just say, yo, what's up guys? Benjamin Ramsey here and stuff like that. And then I'll get a higher audience attention. Like not as many people click off. I thought that was so interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, it's because you're leaving it up to like, it's kind of like a mystery as to what your video is going to be, right? If you put like a quick little highlight reel of all the best stuff that's happening in your video, and then some customer or some viewer looks at the video and doesn't like those highlights, they can instantly click off. But if they don't know what the highlights are, they're going to watch your video from start to finish, and you'll have a higher retention.
And then my cooking videos, I kind of stopped making outros. I mean, I do still make outros, but they're not as long as they used to be like on my vlog channels. My vlog channels, they would be so long, but I learned from that. Now I make the quickest little outros.
Yeah, and I feel like I put a little clip of the video before my intro in my like the very beginning, just to kind of show what's gonna happen. Yeah. If you guys like stay tuned basically and like watch through the full video.
Yeah, but so by you putting that, like let's say I don't like what I saw in that little clip, I'm probably just gonna instantly click off your video. Yeah. But if I didn't see that and I didn't know what was coming, I'm probably more likely to watch the whole video, right? But my content's a little different. Like I film car reviews, so all my viewers know they're gonna see me go through the car, they're gonna see me test drive it, and so they already kind of know the structure going into it. Well, yours is kind of, if you're vlogging, it's kind of an unbroken structure, and they don't know what to expect, right?
So. All right, well, I think that's everything. And Chris, thank you again for coming on. Ben, as always, and we'll chat more later.
Yeah, thanks so much, Preston. Everybody, if you want to check out my channel, it's called Cars Unlocked, and we look forward to learning and growing together with you, mate.
Awesome. Take care, everyone.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.